Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. In today's video of 10-minute series, I'll be trying to explain to you about electric vehicle block diagram. So let's begin. Let's first draw the block diagram. The first block is electric controller, followed by drivers, followed by power converter, followed by motor, followed by transmission unit. This has two wheels. The power converter has a double way pathway to the battery pack, which is connected to the auxiliary power supply, auxiliary power supply, and this gives voltage voltage feedback to the electric controller. From the motor also it receives motor parameters. It also receives from the wheels and also from the transmission unit. So electric controller, drivers, power converter, motor, transmission unit, battery pack, auxiliary power supply, and voltage feedback. Now I'll try to explain about each of these. Okay. Let's start with battery pack. So this battery pack is the main use of this battery pack is that it stores energy. It stores the electrical energy, and that electrical energy is supplied to the entire vehicle. Mainly lithium ion batteries are used as it is long lasting and it's rechargeable. So electric vehicles are vehicles which use rechargeable battery which is charged during when brake is applied and discharged during the main running motion that I have to explain during the working. So battery pack mainly what does it do? It stores electrical energy, the storage unit of electrical energy for the entire vehicle working. It's stored in it usually uses lithium ion battery as it's long lasting and it's rechargeable, and this battery is usually placed under the driver's seat to reduce the center of gravity and for safety. Next, coming to let's study power converter. Now, power converter, let's see its analysis in this. Power converter will transmit the power from the battery to the motor. That is also a function. Okay, you by seeing only have to understand. And doing regenerative braking. Regenerative braking is some brakes are applied. The power converter in turn supplies back the electrical energy back to the battery pack. Apart from that, what does it do in vehicles which use AC motors? DC motor directly battery pack to motor it will go, but in case of AC motors in electric vehicles, the DC power is converted into AC power and it is then given to the AC motor. Okay, that was about power converter. Now coming to the motor. So the motor's main job is to convert electrical energy into mechanical energy, electrical energy into mechanical energy. So we'll take the power from the electrical energy from the battery pack and we'll convert into mechanical energy and give it to the transmission unit which will run the wheels. Main function. In case of regenerative braking, the motor will act like a generator. In case of when brakes are applied that time, when brakes are applied, the motor acts like a generator, and whatever mechanical energy is there, it will convert it into electrical energy, and it will give it to the battery pack. Now coming to the transmission unit. It will receive the power which is given to it from, it will receive the electrical energy which is given to it. It will receive the mechanical energy, my bad. It will receive the mechanical energy which is received to it from the motor, which will help in running the wheels. It helps in smooth movement of the vehicles. Next, coming to auxiliary power supply. This auxiliary power supply is mainly used to run the Bluetooth, then horn, headlights, all these small devices which don't require high voltage like 220 volts. It does not require much volt. So you use something known as DC-DC converter. DC-DC converter, which will reduce this very high voltage into 12 to 13.5 voltage, which is sufficient for running those small machineries. The voltage feedback. And coming to electric control and drivers, these are the main brain of the electric vehicle. I would say they analyze the charging and discharging of factors there, which is known as the, just a second, state of charge, which will analyze based on state of charge we can analyze how much distance it can cover. It has the capacity to cover more. Then it will receive from the accelerating position. We can analyze the motor and battery, right? Then it will collect feedback from all the parts, programs written for optimal use of energy. So basically, for optimization and estimation is done by the electric control unit. So this is what I have explained in my own words. Now I've also got some material content which will help you understand better. So electric vehicle uses electricity. Okay, working also I'll explain you. So first one is during charging. During charging, what happens is from the battery bank. I'm taking general DC case, so I will not include power converter. But if it's AC power converter is required to convert DC to AC, then same process. So battery bank. From battery bank, it will go to the motor. Motor will convert the electrical energy into mechanical energy that is going to be given to the transmission unit. Okay, we can see here. Power converter is mentioned. If it's not also, it's totally fine. Okay. Now this is in place of charging. Okay, here when accelerator is uh, pressed, that time. In case of discharge, sorry, this is discharging. I'm very sorry. This is discharging. Discharging. It's going out of the system, right? Now this is during charging. During charging, what happens from the transmission unit? The mechanical energy which is there that's converted into electrical energy using generator. The motor itself acts like a generator. Same system only. Motor itself acts like a generator. So that is mechanical energy is converted to electrical energy that is given back to the battery bank. Now the battery is being charged. That is known as charging. This is known as regenerative braking. That is known as motoring action. This is known as motoring action. This is regenerative braking. So use electricity stored in the rechargeable battery used to run electric motor. The main parts are battery bank, power converter, motor, transmission, electrical controller, drivers, and auxiliary power supply. Battery pack is a battery pack. Okay, I said bank. I'm sorry. It is pack. Here I have done correct. Here. Okay. Battery pack is the main source of power in an electric vehicle. It stores electrical energy and supplies power to the motor. Lithium-ion batteries are commonly used, long-lasting, fast charging. Battery pack is placed under the seats to reduce the center of gravity and for safety. Power converter controls the power flow between the battery and the motor. In AC motor EVs, it converts AC power from the battery to AC power. During braking, it helps in send energy back to the battery. I've told. Energy motor, so the electric motor. The motor is the prime mover of the electric vehicle. It converts electrical energy into the mechanical energy. Both AC and DC motors can be used. The motor drives the wheels to the transmission unit. Transmission unit, it transfers power from the motor to the wheels. It helps move the vehicle smoothly. It delivers the motor output to the road wheels. Electric controller and driver. The electric controller is the main brain of the EV. It controls motor speed and power according to the accelerator position. Motor speed and power according to the accelerator power. Okay, I said battery, I think by mistake. Motor speed and power can be controlled by accelerator position. It receives feedback from the motor, battery, and vehicle speed. It manages charging and discharging of the battery. Auxiliary power, SOC, state of charge also you can add, no problem. Auxiliary power supply, it supplies power to lights, horn, display, etc. AC also. Then a DC AC here is that air conditioning. A DC-DC converter reduces the battery voltage to about 12 to 13.5 volts. This low voltage is used for vehicle accessories. Now working, I told you. Motoring mode, when the accelerator is pressed, power flows from battery to the motor. Motor converts electrical energy into mechanical energy, power flows. This one. After transmission unit to the wheels. This I didn't write, but it's understood, right? The battery discharges during this process. Regenerative braking. During braking, the motor acts as a generator. The mechanical energy is converted back into electrical energy. Power flow from the wheels transmission unit motor battery. The battery gets charged during braking. This process is called as regenerative braking. So that's it. I've tried to explain it. I've exceeded by a minute, but that's all right. I hope I've done a good job. I hope you've understood the concept. See you in the next one. Bye bye.